Starting off the day, man. Yesterday I ended up just driving my truck home, and then I just parked it out in front of my house. My neighbors don't really care, but I'm picking up right now. I have two stops. It's Amazon, two Amazon stops. So I'm picking up at a third party. I did this route like 5 times last week, so good thing I got it again. Routes went out yesterday, but I didn't see many get posted, and I didn't see any of my postal truck orders get confirmed or booked. So that's kind of unique. Let's see what happens there. But yeah, man. So we're starting off today. This one is 22 miles, I believe. Shouldn't be too hard. Let's see if I can get something else after. And then I have the same route at night at 10:45 p.m. So we'll see how that one goes. But let's ride this out. What's good? I'm dropping off my last load right now. It's 2:34. I was gonna try to get another route, but I looked at my schedule and I have a route at 10 p.m. tonight, but then I also have a route at 4 a.m. tomorrow. So I was like, dude, I shouldn't have done that, because now I'm gonna be up pretty much all night, which is all good. You know, it's all right. Shit happens, right? We gotta make our money. But I should have planned that out smarter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go home, take a break from now till my route at 10 p.m. and then just get to that next stop early if they have it ready. It's a man. Why do I be burping all day, man? It's a postal route, and I usually get a message saying that it's ready like pretty early. So hopefully they have it ready pretty early, and then I'll just go drop it off before I'm supposed to. That way I can try to get home and catch up on some sleep. So we'll see how that goes. So technically today I only have 2 routes, the one right now and the one at night. The greedy side of me, the I guess the selfish side of me wants to say like, hey, fuck it, let's just go book another route and let's go make something happen. But then the other side of me is just like, dude, you gotta be careful, because you don't want to fall asleep on the road. You gotta make sure that you get enough rest. So I'll try to take a nap probably before I get started with my first route, my night route. And yeah, because yesterday I did take a nap from like 7 to 9 p.m. and dude, that shit kept me up all night. Yeah, I was able to stay up and not have to worry about like feeling tired or anything like that. So got one pallet I'm gonna drop off right here. Shouldn't take me too long. I'm gonna go get that done, and then we'll see what happens from there. Good evening, y'all. So right now I'm just at home, but I had a few thoughts that were going through my head, and I figured I might as well just talk about these things. It has to do with rate per mile. So I know that us as truck drivers, we really don't have a say as to what the going rate is, because what's happened, and I haven't been in the industry a long time, but what must have happened is that we just never put enough authority, enough power behind our voice for us to be either known or us to have like kind of set ourselves up as kind of like to be taken more serious. Because I feel that what's happened is that the brokers feel like, hey, you know what? I'm getting the contracts and I'm getting the work, so you're gonna have to do it at the rate that I want to do it. And what should have happened, or what should be happening, is that us as truck drivers, since we do play an intricate piece or really intricate role as far as determining that the freight will get there on time or whether it even gets there at all, you know. And without us, most of those brokers, I'd say a majority of them, are not going to get in the truck and deliver the load. They're just going to find somebody to do the work for cheap, you know. And that is where everything falls apart. Because especially in box trucking, especially from my experience, what happens is you hear all these people making all this money, and you hear these people saying like, oh, you need to get a box truck because you don't even need a CDL to have it, and you can make all this money and all this, you know. But they don't really tell you like, hey, in order for you to sustain and be able to stay in business, you don't want to take those shitty routes. You want to make sure that you know what you're worth, you know. I don't care if everybody out there is getting $2 per mile. I don't give a fuck about that. Excuse my language, but I really could care less about that. They're not going to tell me what my overhead is. They're not going to tell me how much I need to make in order to sustain, you know? And I'm not going to take less just to accommodate a broker that's sitting on his ass, just chilling, you know, and making all the money. I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. And that's part of the reason why I've actually gone to Amazon Relay, because I avoid all that. And don't get me wrong, Amazon knows how to play the game. And when they post routes, if they see routes being booked at a lower price, they're going to continue to book them, because they're going to or post them like that because they know that people are booking them, you know. And the reason that people are booking them is because we all think the same. You know, and we all think the same for a certain amount of time. So what I mean by that is that in the beginning, when we get into this, we think, okay, this guy's charging, you know, let's just say, for example, $300 to go do this route. Well, I'm going to charge $220. I'm going to charge $250 to try to do that. And what you end up doing is you end up putting a dent and putting a burden on everybody else, because now everybody else is going to want to undercut in order to be able to feel like they have to get that work. And I'm sorry, but that's the stupidest thing that we could do, man, because gas doesn't get less expensive. You know, gas gets more expensive as the years goes on, or as the years go on, and yet they still want to pay us the same amount. I haven't been in the industry over a year. I've only been in the industry since January of 2020. Wait, what year are we in? 2022. Oh, damn. No. So I've only been in the industry since then. And I've already come to understand that in the beginning, I used to be that person. I used to be that person that would say, oh, if this person is charging this much, I know I'm going to charge a little bit less, because then that'll solidify the work for me. And then I'll get the work. And then next thing you know, I'm going to be reliable. And they're going to give me all this work and whatever. And they do give you work, but then, you know, you're kind of stuck taking the going rate that's out right now. Like, the going rate for somebody in California is going to be completely different from somebody that's probably living in the middle of nowhere, where maybe they don't have too much things to worry about or whatever. You know, it's just, there's no way it can be the same. And I feel that it should be the opposite. I feel that us as truck drivers, and I know this isn't going to happen because there's consistently new people coming in, and you catch on to it quick. You take a few of those routes that are paying you shitty, and you end up realizing like, fuck, that shit all went back on gas, or that shit all went towards bills or whatever, because you're the dumbass. Sorry. Because you made a mistake and you've been booking these routes at a very low rate, and it's not sustainable like that. You're not going to do that. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care if it costs you 70 cents, 50 cents to be able to have a profitable day. Like, why would you want to do that to yourself? Why would you make $1.80? Yeah, it takes you 70 cents to run your company, you know, or whatever. But why would you want to make $1 whatever, when in reality you could triple, quadruple your profits, you know? The one thing with trucking is that it's low, what is it called? It's very high. Like, it consumes a lot of your money, and it's a low profits. You know what I mean? Low profit margins, low margins is what it is. Because of the way that the market has been, the way that everybody's okay to take $2, everybody's okay to do that, and maybe the semis got it down, but at least us as box truck drivers, we have to speak for ourselves, man. We can't let these brokers tell us what the going rate is. Like, we know what it costs us to run our truck. And if you don't, you should know. You should know how much your rate per mile, the least that you could take in order to be profitable. You should know how much you need to make a day in order for you to be able to pay your truck, be able to pay your bills, and be able to accomplish whatever goals you want to accomplish by the end of the month. All of that stuff, you should already know. So when you see the route, you already know. Just maybe you might want to do a little bit of calculations to see how much gas you're going to spend, and then you can determine like yes or no. But it shouldn't take you a long time to come up with that answer. Like me, when I look at the load board, I already know. As soon as it comes up, I look for three things: what day, the time, and how much am I getting paid. If all three of those things match, I'm not even thinking about it. I'm booking it, because I know what my margins are. And I can't tell you guys what your margins need to be, but me personally, man, I think that if all of us would just get together and just start asking for $4 a mile, eventually, dude, they will do it. Because if they talk to 7, 10, fucking 15, or even every box truck driver and nobody wants to do it at $2 a mile, what's gonna happen? They're gonna have no choice but to pay more, or they're gonna have to get behind the truck and do it themselves. They don't want to do that. And so, I don't know where they think that they have all this leverage as like these brokers and stuff, but y'all don't have leverage, man. Y'all don't. It's equal. You don't have the fucking truck. You don't have, maybe some of y'all do, but not everybody has a truck to be able to deliver that. And are you going to be able to do all of them? Are you near that state? Are you going to be able to deliver within that time? Are you going to be there on time? No, they're not going to be able to do all the routes like that. So I think that we need to stop being scared. And for you guys that don't understand your rate per mile, if enough of you guys hit me up and tell me, like, if you guys want to learn how to calculate all that, I wouldn't mind making a video, or you can always email me. I have an email that I created specifically for this. If you guys want to hit me up, it's boxtrucksauce@gmail.com. Just hit me up on there. I have it signed in. I sometimes forget I still have it, so it might take me a little bit to hit you back up, but I will hit you back up. And if enough of you guys ask for this, I will, if you guys put it in the comments, I will go ahead and make a video on that too. But I think that we need to come together, and like I said, it's very unlikely that this is going to happen like this, because there's just so much turnaround with like people that are coming in and out of the industry. Like people that come in, they understand it, or they adapt and they continue to go. And then there's some people that come in, they don't like it, and then they end up leaving, And then the brand new people that are trying to scheme and say, hey, I'm going to undercut these people, we quickly learn it's not sustainable to undercut. It's not. You're doing yourself an injustice. Know your value. Know how much you know how much you need to make, and don't take less than $4 a mile if you can. If you have that much leverage, don't take less than that. I don't take less than that. I want to make sure that I have enough money in gas to go there and back to where I have to go, and not have to worry about, oh shit, all this money went back to my business. No, I want to make money too. So let's get our shit together, y'all. Let's get our shit together, bro. I don't know why I get so passionate. And, I do kid around. I'm not always serious. But I get so passionate when it comes to all this stuff because, man, like, I hate being taken advantage of. And part of the reason that I stopped doing a lot of work through DAT and through those other load boards, because I felt like that the only way for me to make money was to be taken advantage of. And once I learned how to kind of utilize and take advantage of booking routes that work for me with Amazon, it was a no-brainer for me to stay there. I don't deal with all that hectic shit. I don't deal with all that fraud shit, and if I do deal with something that I feel is unjust or something that wasn't right, all I have to do is just file a dispute. Like, there's so much credibility. I feel so safe, and when you're making your money, you don't want to worry about, like, damn, is this guy even going to pay me? Or am I even going to get this? Or, what happens if I get a reversal because they end up, never paying the what is it called? The whatever company. What is that shit called? The factoring company. Yeah. And so freaking, there's just so much uncertainty, and it's just unfortunate, man. I love working with Amazon Relay. I truly do. And maybe it's just my experiences, man. Maybe it's just because I've been able to figure it out a little bit. You know, I still don't have it down. I don't think I'll ever have it down like that, but I'm making money, man. I'm making money. And part of the reason that I don't really talk about, how much money I'm making like that is because I don't want you guys to focus on hey, he's making $200, $300, $400 per load driving this amount, because that might not even be suitable for you. That might not even be something that is good, that you might not even be able to do those types of things in your area. If you are in Cali though, hey, if you are in Cali, bro, at least SoCal, LA, IE, the Orange County, San Diego, the local money is there, bro. The local money is there. There's no reason for us to have to be driving so far, but as long as we work smart, man, the money is there. So I'll leave you guys with that. About to pick up this load from Amazon. Take it to another one, 38 miles. The only thing that sucks is that I have another route at 4 a.m. I'm just hoping that sometimes for that, what is it called? For that load, they'll put notes on there, like load is ready to be picked up or something like that. And like this load is supposed to be ready by 4:50 a.m. and there's been some times where I've received that message like at 3 a.m. So hopefully today is one of those days where they get that thing ready early, and then I could just drop off, and then I can come down and go home, go to bed. Pretty tired. I'm gonna be up all night, but I gotta make the money. Money's not gonna make itself, and I was a dumbass that fucking fell into this trap. But now that I'm in it, I'm committed. It's not like I'm renting my truck. I purchased it. I'm financing it, so I'm in it for the long run. That's the reason I feel that I've been trying to adapt and trying to figure this out so much, because it's not just, I rented a truck and then, hey, it's not going well, let me turn it back in. It's legit, this shit, it better work out for me, And the only way that it's going to work out is if I'm consistent and if I continue to grow and not get too complacent. Like, I can't think that everything I'm doing is good and I'm the expert and I'm the shit and all this other stuff. I have to humble myself, because that's when you lose it, man. You lose yourself at that point. I don't want to get to that point, man. This warehouse, I'm assuming there's a lot of COVID cases or something, but they still make us wear masks here. Cali sucks, but make this money. So, about to stop it there, but y'all gonna ride with me, and then go from there. But I got another busy I try to be proactive and come get this route done earlier. Normally I always get the message saying that this route is ready to be picked up early. I just so happen to pull up early on the one time that they don't have it ready early. So it is what it is. I tried it out. It didn't work out in my favor this time, but it is what it is. I'm just I'm praying that I don't wait that much longer, Let's stay positive. Super tired right now. stay positive. Let's stay consistent. Let's make this money.